What's up, everybody? That's weird. I'm not on the full screen. Here, maybe that'll work. Hey, there I am. Okay, let's talk about Robinhood, okay? Because that was freaking crazy today, right? Robinhood had their IPO, and what happened to Robinhood? Let's see. It opened, and they took a dump. Everybody that owned shares in Robinhood was dumping Robinhood. They were just taking a shit, and they were repeating. Just like I tell you guys, step and repeat. They were dumping Robinhood and repeating, dumping Robinhood and repeating. And then a few smart people said, what if the market turns around? I'm going to get into Robinhood. It's going to go flying through the roof. And they were right. They pushed it through the roof, and they pushed it to the initial price where it came available to the public. And then you know what happened? The same people that wanted to dump Robinhood when it became public at that price said, holy shit, they pushed it this high again. I'm going to dump my Robinhood. So they dumped and dumped and dumped. And of course, tech took a shit on itself. So Robinhood had no chance at the end of the day. So it really depends on tech tomorrow. Now, the terrible thing is tech is not looking great tomorrow. So we went over Robinhood. Let's go over me. I'm winning now 8 days in a row. Yes. So the spreadsheet's been updated. 71 winners in options trade, 29 losers. That is what? 71%. Nice and easy. 71 out of 100, right? 2 open positions. Caterpillar, which I think is going up. I think we're about break even, or maybe we're a little positive. And Plug, which is going down. And I'm upset because Amazon disappointed after hours. Did anybody see Amazon's down like 5% after hours? That is not good for tech. And I took a chance at the end of the day on 2 different tech stocks, 3 different tech stocks, actually. I'm going to share those. I'll share them now. But first, the new motto, okay? The new motto, good mood. I'm not going to bitch anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm a happy dude. I'm sharing the market with you. You guys take what you take. You learn some lessons. That's great. I was going to curse right there. I didn't, all right? So new layout starting tomorrow. Also, Carlos nailed it. We need a change. I'm excited. I've got a guest with me going on tomorrow. Yes, me and somebody else are going to live stream, someone that everybody respects. So it's crazy, okay? Other gurus, they pump stocks. Me, I pump winning trades. Why? Because the new motto, not leaving anybody behind. So what does that mean? It means on my platform, I'm making 1 day a trade. Okay, the other day we entered, I'll explain it real quick. TQQQ. All right, I said it was going, we sell at $1.15. This morning it opened at like 60 cents or 50 cents an option. I bought more at 53 cents. When it spiked to $1, I got out at 97 cents. No bag holders though. I told everybody I'm getting out, but it could go higher. I took a snapshot. It went higher. Anybody that used my exit strategy of $1.15, you probably could have got $1.20, but you secured profit, $1.15. So we're 1 for 1 on the new platform way of trading. So trade number 2, Plug. NASDAQ took a dump on itself. Good thing about Plug options, we have out another week, so they don't expire tomorrow. I didn't put you guys in risk. So the whole idea is I'm going to show you rules work. Every trade that I call out, whether it takes 1, 2, or 3 days to execute and be profitable, I'm going to wait on you. No man left behind, no woman left behind, no trader left behind. Now, what's the great thing? I mentioned consolidation in the market. So I mentioned the Dow, I mentioned the NASDAQ, and we could see some consolidation. So that's what you saw. Even though the Dow was strong and the SPY was strong today, it was specific stocks. What do you mean specific stocks? Maybe the ones that I've been talking about for 4 days on YouTube. AA, which is Alcoa. X, which is U.S. Steel. NUE, materials play. Okay? The infrastructure bill, passing. Let's talk about 2 other stocks, Plug and Blink, okay? I sold Blink the other day for profit. Plug I entered into today. It consolidated after I bought in. It went down, okay? I'm not worried. I know where Plug's going. Once they talk about infrastructure again, Monday, Friday, Tuesday, whatever, Plug will go through the roof. I'll use my strategy. I will average down the right way, and I will turn it into a winning trade. And we'll all be winning because we all know how to average down. If I average down, I will announce what I'm averaging down, where my average price is. If you can get lower than me, congratulations. When I exit with profit, you will exit with profit. That's the whole point about trading, okay? We don't watch it go up and down. Oh, I got another play that I got into for free, and unfortunately, I'm probably getting rocked in it. Plantier, okay? So pre-market, I'm looking at Plantier. I looked at it. It was 40 cents for the option. They took a dive to 24 cents. I bought some. Then they went to 18 cents, and I alerted, I'm buying more, 18 cents, I'm buying more. My average was then 20 cents. It spiked to 32 cents, then 30 cents, and then it went down to 27, and I'm explaining to somebody, my ex, if it goes to 30 cents, I'm out again. She goes, what do you mean 30 cents? That doesn't seem like very much. I said, if my average is 20 and I'm out at 30, right, I'm making 50% profit. I made 45% profit, so maybe I took a penny less. So I made 45% profit, and then at the end of the day, it was tanking with the tech stocks, right? And I'm thinking to myself, Amazon's going to report after hours. If Amazon spikes, all tech should spike. Plantier could get inflow tomorrow. If there's inflow tomorrow, it can move like a whole $1.50, move like a whole 6% or something to that extent. I said risk versus reward. So I bought those same options, right, out of the money, which breaks the rule, but it was a lotto play. I spent $14 an option. What happens after I announced I bought them $14 an option? They dropped to $10 or $9 an option. So yes, now my exit strategy is if you guys got in at $10 or $9, I'd be looking to double up to get like $18. So I'm in at 14. I'm now going to set my ask like 17 cents. Yes, it's 20% still. 3 cents, I'm in at 14. It's actually 22%. And that's what I've been making lately. So I'm going for 17 cents tomorrow on those. Okay, what else? Oh, here's the funny story. TQQQ. So when I averaged down this morning and I bought more options with that Robinhood account, that piece of shit company, okay? What happened? When I sold them for profit, I didn't think I was restricted until it told me I was restricted after hours, that I can't trade anymore. So I opened up an E-Trade account at the same time before business ended, and I transferred $1,000. So my $500 became worth $1,284, I think. I didn't know what the exact number was, so I wanted to get the account open, so I put $1,000 in E-Trade. So I'm going to wait a couple days. Going forward, probably on Monday, I'll be using E-Trade for my small account challenge. It's going to start with 1,000, and I'll go up. I don't care about the extra 200. I don't need it to grow a small account. That's the whole point. You can grow a small account with anything. So if you watch me since Monday, all right, and I know I talk really quick because I'm trying to shoot out a lot of information. Every day I spoke about similar stocks. I'm going to tell you the list right now because I also tweeted them. And you can still invest in them because I'm going to show you slides of what demand and inflow looks like. So there's AA, FCX, CLF, NUE, CAT, and tech stocks that I mentioned. Roku's going to 500. So anytime it settles, I don't know, what was it off, 1% today? Anytime it settles, anytime coin goes down, which I think coin was off like 1 or 2% today. Anytime Moderna, I've mentioned this, anytime Moderna drops, and I want to see where Moderna ended the day, or else I might look foolish. But the point is with Moderna, mRNA, it's got to be higher, right? I mean, that was the one-day outlook. Oh, yeah, okay, thank God. Okay, I don't want to look foolish. So Moderna, every time I think I call the bottom of it, which today it was like 336. Now, I didn't call the bottom of 336. I got in at 338. It's 345. It's $7 higher. They keep pushing Moderna higher. As long as the Dow, the SPY goes higher, and there's COVID cases, Moderna is going higher. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. It's 345. I'm telling you, it's going to be $380 sometime in the next month, 5 weeks. Who cares? That's like what, another 15%. That's a good return. If you're in options, you go out a full month. You're going to get a good return. Again, Moderna. But I've been talking about that for 4 or 5 straight days since it was 308. Then it went to 318, then 321. And keep in mind, Moderna retracts every day. There's a low point where you can get in. I think yesterday was 334, and then it spiked to like 353. That's a $19 move. So you don't have to call everything perfectly. You need to be correct about the trades you enter into, especially with a small account. You want to make sure the one trade you enter into, you better make it a good one. Oh, for anybody that has day trades, you better save those, okay? Those are important. So I'm mentioning you can't enter multiple trades. You have $500, play 160 in one position, watch it, know what you're going to do. Don't get anxious. Don't think you have to sell the same day, okay? You don't. Small accounts become big accounts if you do the right thing. All right. Oh, I did buy 2 Facebook options yesterday. Not in my small account. I paid $275 each, $550. I sold them for $5 or $10 each this morning. I don't remember what I got because it was shit because Facebook disappointed. So I'm transparent. I lost like $530 or $540 out of the $550. Now, here's the thing. Someone said, did you do that with your small account? I wanted to say, F no, because here's the thing. If I had a small account and I put $550 out of the 1,200 or out of the 800 or 900, whatever it was last night at close, I had 9 contracts. It was like 843. If I put 550 out of the 843 in one position that has earnings that night, like Amazon, and they expire tomorrow, that would be the quickest way to blow up your account. That would just be the dumbest thing ever. So I'm not insulting the person. I'm saying I would never do that. And if you do something like that, say there's earnings today and your options expire tomorrow, you're just looking to sabotage yourself. It's self-sabotage. Some people that have really good days expect the same thing the next day, and it's self-sabotage. They'll make 10,000 one day, and the next day they'll lose 20. So if that is you, you need a platform. You need to know how to take profit. There's no if and buts about it. If you can't take profit and you go up from being, you were just crushing it. I don't even care what the trade is. You're up $5,000, then you're down $4,000. Dude, you need a lesson on taking profit. 5,000 is a lot. The same for 500. I don't care what you're trading with, okay? I trade with some nice accounts, but I was explaining to my ex that if I made her $1,600 just this one trade this morning and we used a fraction of her money, that's great. Let me do it 200 straight days. How would you like 300 grand at the end of 12 months? Pretty freaking nice. Okay, so next, I mentioned the Plantier for newer watchers. Okay, I don't really care about that. I do some slides, some announcements that I made yesterday. We did an announcement for like a referral system that Carlos made. So this is my members only. If you're there, I'll quickly explain, okay? Carlos set it up so you register yourself, and then when people sign up, there's some type of referral code back and forth. They'll put in your code or your email or whatever it is, and you get credit when they're on the system. Once you get credit for 49 people. If you're one of the first 3, there's going to be extra something special. Get it? 349. But it takes 49 people to become a lifetime member. And then lifetime members are saying, well, what do I get? I'm sending friends to you. This shit's organic. It all comes through word of mouth. Well, yeah, we have stuff for you guys. You guys are getting a point per referral, and we're going to figure something out. But it's going to be damn good. You already know we have that private chat for lifetime members, and you guys crush it. Alex, Love, you guys are incredible. Anyway, let's take a look at some slides. See what we got today. Oh, okay, yesterday. So this is what I announced and I posted. I said EVGO. Plan ahead, everybody. If it spikes 30 cents, I'll be out of my position. The point is, there are a lot of bag holders, okay? So we didn't want to be that. It spiked yesterday to $12.44. I sold my position, which were the $10 calls, for $2.25. My average was $1.81. I secured 23%. I was done. Now, if I sold it the first time, I could have got 40%, but I got greedy. I wanted 50. It never executed, and then it went negative, and I had to average down. But I use my rules, and my rules work. I'll say it over and over again. Rules work, rules work. Next slide, please. They do. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh, here it is. Here was the summary. Yeah. Sorry, I sold it 218, 22%. All right. I always get confused. Numbers, what it is. Okay. Next slide, please. Oh, I was showing you guys. I exited out of this position today. MT. But this is demand, okay? I sold it $35 and like 35 or 36 cents. Or maybe it was $36.35. One or the other. I claimed 10%. I think it was 35, 36. I claimed 10%. I'm done with that stock. But that's demand. Inflow day after day after day after. Next slide. Same thing. Different stock. FCX. So when it bottomed at $31 and it approached probably 37 and change today, I bet it went to 37.50. Let's look it up. Yeah, because if you make guesses, you better be darn right. So I can tell you FCX is so strong because it's infrastructure play. Just like I said, 38.50 it closed at. Holy shit. Do you see that? So I sent this out this morning. Here are 4 stocks that are infrastructure plays. That's free Twitter when I share that. Also to my platform. So anybody that's missing this is like, I can't pick a good stock to save my life. I picked Apple or whatever it is. I don't give a shit what you picked. When I show you demand, this is what you want to see. Next slide. Oh my God, it was up 5% today. Oh, NUE. So I show you this one at 99.40. Let's see what this one is. I like when people talk about me when I'm doing a live broadcast. All right, so here we go. 103.45, 103.80 after hours. We don't give a shit about after hours, even though it's up after hours. But this was $99.40. It's 103.40. That's up $4. That's up 4%. So again, there's a point to following along on the tweets. When I show you 4 pictures together, you could pick any one of them today and you would have crushed it. Do you guys understand inflow, demand, infrastructure? Here they are. Let me get see another slide, please. I think I might have one more example. U.S. Steel. See, this one even contracted yesterday, selling day or 2 days ago. But I bet U.S. Steel was probably up the same thing today. Let's take a look at it. U.S. Steel, boom. It closed at $25.50. Okay, so it was up $1. 4% since this alert. Okay, anyway, next slide, please. Let's get into some other stuff. Alert, TQQQ. I already explained the position and how some people, when I gave the alert that I bought it at $1.04 and then I bought it at 84 cents, some people were making their first purchase. This was yesterday at 80 cents and 85 cents and 83 cents. And then when it spiked to $1.20, they were out yesterday. They didn't even have to average down this morning or do anything, and they made 50%. I only made 23%. Do you understand? There's a difference. I don't claim to be the best trader. I claim to be a very smart person, and I share that with you. Okay, next. Doesn't mean I'm not idiot or I'm not emotional sometimes, but I don't trade with emotion. All right, here it is, TQQQ. Oh, yeah, he was showing me he exited out. He made 51%. I made 23%. You know what I say? Good for him. Secure profit. All right, next slide, please. And yeah, it spiked this morning, so even if you were left in it, it started out down. You could have made profit on it. Oh, rules work. Alibaba. I mentioned this pre-market, okay? Originally, I paid $255 per contract, so I'm in for $765. Then yesterday, I paid $55 for the same $200 calls. The Alibaba was off like $13, $14, whatever it was yesterday to start the day. It was shit. I put in $330. Okay, I put in half of my original play, but now I have 9 options. Guess what I did this morning? I sold them all for a profit. All of them, yeah. At market open, boom, sold them. You know what I did before the market closed? I bought a couple Alibaba options. The same ones. I paid $1.10. Guess where they are now? They're like 87 cents. So yes, I'm down like 24% on the new trade. I'm not averaging down. They expire tomorrow. Now the gamble on the new Alibaba options, okay, was that China stocks might spike overnight. They spiked today. They retracted. If tomorrow they might spike, or they retract tomorrow, and then Monday they spike. There's going to be, but Monday doesn't work for me, so that's to be Friday. All right, next slide, please. But it's a small position. We're doing at 360. So WDC, anybody that had options here. Now, if you look on my spreadsheet, my one losing play in the last 2 weeks is WDC options, which I scare sold because I was like, I don't want people to take a beating. But if you average down, and I mentioned this when it was 61.34 that I bought new contracts, but if you never scare sold like the paper hands Matt here, you would have averaged down correctly. When I mentioned averaging down at 61.34, it dropped to 61 flat. All right, 10-minute rule. After I announce something looks good, it looks like shit. Point is, if you average down, WDC went to 65 today, and I announced that if anybody's in at 65, they better get out. Because it wasn't that it can't go higher. It was that you secure profit. You secure profit and rules work. Next slide, please. All right, Plantier. Oh, yeah, this was extremely risky. This is one I mentioned this morning, but I already explained. In at 24, in at 18, sold it at 30, back in at 14. It's currently 9. Taking a flyer on it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Next slide, please. Oh, this is Kevin. Kevin has, I think, 1 daughter and 2 sons. They're not young. I think they're like 16, 18, maybe 15. He put $100 in each account when he started and joined my platform. He said to me, when each of their accounts get to $1,000, they're each going to buy memberships. Okay, so he was showing me, this was from yesterday, one of their accounts was up to $585 from $100. So people that say Matt's platform, the way Matt trades, oh, you need big money, big accounts. No, you need to follow the rules. If you don't know the rules, you're not part of the platform. But if you follow the rules, you can make money. I only charge $3.49 because I want everybody to join. I don't talk about that often. Let's get another slide up there. I want like 100,000 people to want to trade better. When I ask you guys to give thumbs up and like and hit the like button or subscribe or share this with your friends, or now that we have a referral program, refer people so you get a lifetime membership. Or if you are a lifetime member, we'll give you something special. I mean, it's pretty damn cool. The point is, I know my rules work. You can take opposite positions of me. You can take everything I say. If I say call, you could buy put. If I say put, you could buy call. That's the great thing about my rules. If you average down the correct way at the top or bottom, and as long as we don't have 20 red days in a row or 20 green days in a row, depending on your position, my rules work. My rules crush it. When I tell you you need at least 7 days till your options expire, or you need to average out and use double, my rules crush it. As soon as your stock turns, and remember STX, it threw up, it was $80. Boom, it's like $88 or $87. WDC, it threw up, it got earnings, it threw up, it was like $61 flat, 65 today, 3 days later. Okay, when I told you earlier in the week, if you watch my YouTube, that the markets will consolidate for the Dow 2 to 3 days. Well, the Dow flipped around today when I mentioned the NASDAQ would consolidate for 2, 3, or 4 days. All right, it didn't consolidate now. You could tell me the NASDAQ was up today, but I tell you it wasn't. It was specific stocks from the NASDAQ that were up. But if you see a NASDAQ strong day, so if it sells tomorrow, it's still consolidating, obviously, but we're still at all-time highs for both markets. You understand that, okay? And if there's any spike in the Delta variant, guess what that's going to do? It's going to push NASDAQ and tech higher. So anyway, I'm hoping it happens tomorrow. We showed slides, gave you lessons. I told you guys all I'm going to be in a good mood. I appreciate a super sticker. By the way, the platform is growing. Somebody said to me, oh, my small account trade. Somebody asked me, dude, can you tell us what trades you're making for your small account that you grew at 140% in two trading days? And I said to them, here's what happens. Every time I make an announcement and I'm like, hey, I did this for my small account. I bought this at $1.40. People get in late. Some people will be like, I paid $1.80. I paid $1.70. Then when it hits $1.88, I would sell it. And then it goes down to like $1.30, and they buy more, and new people join in and buy $1.30. Now, I've already been out since $1.88. But now they're saying to me, hey, what do you think of this? And I'm like, I don't know. I secured profit. And that's the problem with me alerting you guys to like, hey, this is a specific challenge. Now, if you guys want to run challenges on the side, we have a community center, and I know someone wants to run a $100 challenge. Go for it. It's awesome. The community is there. New person joined today. I was the first to welcome him. Then there were like 20-something else comments that were like, dude, welcome. Here's how we do it. Follow the rules. Secure profit. Repeat it. Don't use up your day trades, okay? Save them. If you only make 3 trades a week, but you're profitable, $200 per day trade, that's $600 a week. So this new platform, this new way that I'm running the alerts is I'll tell you about other shit. But when I say alert, we're waiting till everybody's profitable. And then we're going to be 2 for 2. And then we'll be 3 for 3. And I'm calling the market off the chain. Again, I'm 8 straight days. Again, I had that hiccup because we were worried about the Delta variant. But I told you how strong the Dow was 2 weeks ago. And then we had that hiccup. So I'm only delayed. I was a little early, but I really wasn't early. It was that damn Delta. It like literally threw me out of whack. I couldn't figure out why I was seeing how everybody changed their minds over one course of one weekend. And it threw me out because I was like, no, it just must be like a hiccup or something. But it wasn't. Everybody changed their minds because the Delta variant was spiking. All right, let's get another question, comment. By the way, I appreciate everybody here. Again, I don't want to seem like a tool, but I know I watch other people and I watch them on the screen and they're like, got things running and algorithms going, and people are making comments on the side. He's not answering one question. He's not helping one person. I don't even know what he's saying. But so I'm trying to answer questions. That's why I ask you guys to come, bring questions. They don't have to be my stocks. They could be your stocks. They could be your thoughts on the market. They could be something you're confused about, call or puts or spreads or whatever. I will do my best to help you, to answer you. Yes, I'm not touting a stock saying you better get in here. I'm saying I got in here. Now, understand also when I get into some of these plays, I buy 3 options, 4 options. Shit, I had 2 Facebook options. I lost 98% of my money, $540, right? The point is, when I trade UVXY puts, I'm trading like $35,000. Do you see the deal? I'll make $7,000. So when I lose 500 here, or 300 here, or 200 here, or I average down and I have to wait something out, or I add some more money in, or whatever it is, the rules work, okay? But when you have a position you're sure about, if there's something you're sure about, it's like your 5-star play, that's where you put the majority of your money. You don't put it in like something you're like, oh, this kind of looks good, or I'll have a feeling. Like I had a feeling about Netflix today. I bought 1 option. It went down $2 right before close, which is a lot. It's like, 35%. Yeah, I just entered into it. I'm down 35%. I was going to make a 25% scalp. Opposite direction, Matt. All right, but still, that's a few $100s. I don't want to lose a few $100s. So already I'm giving myself more stress because I'm thinking next step is if it goes down tomorrow, at what point do I buy 2 or 3 contracts for the next week? Because my options expire August 6th. All right, Matt, Plantier, down 20% after Amazon missed. Do I exit out? Okay. You could, if you plan on the pre-market, whatever it closed at, I mean, you could try and get 8 cents or 7 cents at open. I don't know what it will be. You're looking for a spike, obviously, but it's not going to be that good. It's more risk versus reward. And tech could be strong tomorrow. I know it looks like shit right now, but again, I don't worry about after hours, but I'm upset about Amazon. Yeah, but hopefully, what were the contracts? 9 cents each, $9. Hopefully, it's only like $20, $30, and hopefully that's not your entire account. All right, next question, please. It does, Plantier, I was hoping for something good after hours. I mean, look, it's probably down, 0.5% or something after hours. You know what they say, Fridays are rocky days and Friday. So I like to be on the sidelines Friday, and I'll make my decision Friday during the day, and we'll get into something. All right, let me just X this out. All right, Amazon is down 6.7% after hours. Pinterest, okay? I lost $240 on that because I took a flyer. I should have took a flyer the other way. Again, 1 contract, $240. Understand the difference, okay? If I was sure about Pinterest, I would have put like a $20,000 bet, and it would have been puts, and I would have been correct. I'll get to the question in 1 second. It's down 17% after hours. Plantier is down 0.7 after hours. Again, Oh, four-letter stock that actually has a ton of support. A new stock I haven't mentioned yet. Juniper Networks, JNPR. An oldie, but a favorite of mine. Juniper Networks, JNPR. So write it down, add it to your watch list. Look at the 1 month. It looks strong. I see the UVXY is spiking after hours, 2%, not really worried, but tech is getting thrown off, and the Dow is flat. So, yeah, if the Dow joins into the throw-up party, we could see a bloody morning tomorrow. So hopefully people secure profit and you have a ton of money on the side. Now, if it's going to be bloody tomorrow, and if we confirm it's going to be bloody tomorrow, even if futures start out bloody and the market starts out like minus 80 and minus 40, if I come on and say it's going to be bloody and it's going to be off 400 or 500 points, understand we're not too late to the party. If the market's down 100 points and 80 points, and I say it could get 3 times as worse tomorrow, okay, understand we're not too late to the party. There is money to be made tomorrow, okay? So plan accordingly, check out the futures, check out tech. If you're afraid and it looks ugly and the Dow turns as well, and maybe the 10-year and the 20-year spike, be prepared, okay? My platform members, I will share what I'm seeing. If you're not and you're just on YouTube, I'm telling you what to look out for. These are things you be cautious of, okay? Again, this is why you follow the rules. Not more than 10% of whatever account you own into one position. That way you don't blow up your account. So if you have $1,000 only, you could buy one option. You really can't average down if you're wrong. All right. The point is, worst case, you sell it for like $50. You're out $50, 5%. You're not killing your $1,000 account by 60%. So many people found me and they're like, dude, if I didn't know about your rules, I would have blown up my account like 17 times already. So it happens. Even other gurus make announcements like if you blow up your account, you start over. You start a savings account on the side. You pull some money in, 1,000 here or 200 here. And when you blow up your $5,000 account, you already have 2,000 on the side. You just got to be smarter. All right, let's see this. Sorry, Carlos, more questions. Matt, you bought the SPY at 441 calls, expiring 8-2. Okay, here's the good news. You have SPY puts, not calls. Oh, okay. You bought puts. Okay, go back to the original so I can see the first thing. All right, so you bought puts, 8-2. So you gave yourself time, and you're looking for the SPY to throw up or the Dow to go down, okay? You cost average down $1.30 on the dip, but it didn't. When you break the rules to support your own position versus the 50% rule. Okay, so yes, sometimes you can break rules. If you see an adamant reversal and you are 100% sure that you are correct on the reversal, then yes, you can break the rules. You can average down too soon. Or if you have 5 options and I say to buy 5 more to average down, you could break the rule and buy 15 options if you're going to be correct. Understand the premise, and it's so simple. You better be right. If you're saying something and you're going to break the rules on purpose, you better damn be right. Because you got some explaining to do. Not to me. You got some explaining to do to yourself. Because what you're going to say and what I teach you guys, and these are YouTubers, right? What I teach is get a notebook. Every time you break the rule and it screws up your account, write it down. So if you write down over and over, I bought before 10:30 a.m. I paid too much money. I paid 20% too much. And you say it at least 5 times in the week. So when you look at it at the end of the week, you're like, my only mistake this week was I paid too much every freaking time. Well, that's your flaw. You pay too much. Do you get it? I'm trying to show you simple ways. Next question, comment. Thank you, dude. By the way, that guy has been making profit. He told me he secured profit. I said I see his comments. I see everybody on the platform. Yes, we're like 1,000 strong. We were 1,000, then we went to 900. Now we're 1,000 again. We transferred over to a new platform where I have my corner and everybody else is a discussion forum. Anybody can post. People help each other. The new people, I comment. I mean, it's great. It's such a family. All right, what's up, family? Anybody have any insight on PayPal? Got some calls. Should it rebound? I don't really know about PayPal. I didn't read too much about their earnings. What I would like, now I know PayPal has a lot of users. I like Square. So call me a contrarian because they should run together. Just like Roku should have run with Netflix. But Netflix went down, Roku went up. All right? I happen to think PayPal is not run well. It was an offshoot, remember, from eBay. So I think PayPal down, Square up. Now, the only time I would ever change my mind is if somebody tweeted at me and said, Jim Cramer just said he likes Square. Then I would change my mind. If not, I'd rather be on the Square bandwagon. Somebody else reached out to me today. I said something similar. I said, you can either average down correctly following the rules. They're going to work out for you. It probably will bounce. And again, PayPal probably will bounce. Let me look at PayPal real quick since you asked, and I make you guys line up and ask. Okay, so we have a new format going, by the way. For YouTube starting tomorrow, we're bringing on a guest. 30 minutes only. Yes. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. And going forward, each episode is going to be dedicated to something. One will be dedicated to like questions, only questions. You come on, you attack me with questions for 30 minutes, and I answer that shit. All right. So PayPal, it's 280 after hours to Nasdaq's that he hit. So of course it's going to look like shit after hours. The 5 days is going to look like crap. I got to zoom out for this one. I got to zoom out even more for this one. No, it can go lower. It can probably break 274, which unfortunately, okay, two things. If tech throws up on itself, PayPal is going to go to 274. So we're going to buy puts. All right. I'm telling you right now. The other thing is, if PayPal throws up on itself, that's not going to be good for Square. It's not going to be good for Riot, Mara. It's not going to be good for AI. It's not going to be good for Plug, for Blink, even with the infrastructure bill. It's not going to be good if PayPal, because FinTech is leading the way. Even with PayPal not crushing it like I thought they would, PayPal, Square, Amazon. All right, if Amazon resets after 6% and does nothing tomorrow and gains like 0.5%, that's what Amazon should do. It should fall 6% and gain 0.5% back tomorrow. Anything greater than that, big mistake. All right, if Amazon's going to gain strength, it'll gain another 0.5% on Monday. Then it'll lose 0.5% on Tuesday, and then it'll gain 0.5% on Wednesday. So that's how it's going to be. It's got to be steps with Amazon. If it spikes, then it's a false positive. If it falls harder, then that means watch out. Tech is going to fall. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So all these simple lessons that I'm making for you. If you're on YouTube, a lot of people today appreciate that, okay? If you're gathering this, listen, watch this part over again, okay? I'm repeating to you. These are things that are going to lead you tomorrow to understand if tech is going to throw up, and you should sell your positions and maybe grab some negative positions. And if you do, you'll be like, yeah, tech, fall harder. I've been on the other side. When I bought puts and I'm like hoping the market drops and it's down like 200, then it's down 400, then it's down 600. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is like the best day ever. And if you're on the other side and your calls are like falling from down 20% to 40 to 60 to 80%, and you're just waiting for the bleeding to stop, it doesn't stop on days like that. So again, I warned about a day like that maybe a week ago, and I told you most of my positions are on the side, and that is still true. I'm still waiting for that one day that the market gets some volume and just drops considerably. I don't think it's tomorrow. However, Amazon's earnings, I'm not happy about 6%. So we're really going to see. I mean, if it happens in the morning, it's going to be, you're going to think it's too late. And yes, your current positions, it'll be too late. If tech is down 250 in the morning, right? It's too late for your current positions. You have to do whatever you can do to salvage as best as you can salvage. Because if tech is down, here's the warning again, 250 tomorrow morning pre-market, then it's going to fall 500, 600. It might get a little bounce. It might go to 680, then bounce back to 480. But 480 is still worse than 200. So if tech opens minus down, and I'm not trying to scare or incite anybody, but if you want to get one thing good from watching me for the 100 or 2 or maybe 1,000 by the morning that watch this, they'll say, at least I'm prepared for tomorrow. At least I'm not going to buy that dip because that shit might keep dipping. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it could happen. All right, so that was PayPal. Got me into that. Thanks, Josh, man. You just got me on a winger there, man. On the restricted, yeah, I already read this one. Next one, please. I appreciate everybody trying to help me out here. Russ, okay, what's up, dude? I haven't heard from you. You were driving yesterday. Russ is great. We have other members that are great that help each other out in this private platform. Russ is like, a team leader, moral guy. Anyway, bought 5 contracts. LC puts $25, $2 exit. 820. I'm up 20% already and not gambling. Huge amount of contracts. Not gambling. A huge. So you bought a huge amount of contracts. Is that what you're sharing with me? So any put contracts right now seem to be good on that right now. Okay. Any put contracts seem to be okay the way the market's kind of throwing up. Let me see what LC is, because does anybody know what else? Lending Club. Oh, Lending Club spiked today, right? So you think Lending Club's going down, and it's 24, and it was probably as high as what today? 25.70. Okay, yeah, interesting. Now you probably paid some good IV. Oh, you gave yourself extra time. So even if, I don't know, is it a meme stock that had 41 million? Let's look at it. Yeah, all of a sudden it just spiked out of nowhere. So I can't tell you why it's higher. But if it's a meme stock, then yes, Russ, you're probably correct. You gave yourself more than enough time. So what happens with these stocks is, we've seen it all before. They spike ridiculously. Like Bridgeline did that spike like ridiculously. Now it's like $5. All those stocks, they spike so much and then they come down. There was BTX, which is Brooklyn Therapeutics, right? It was like 13, 15, 120. Where is it now? Like 15, 18 bucks? They're all like that. Okay, so good for you, buddy. I'm glad you're following the rules. Okay, Brandon, yes. Will I do a quick lesson on open interest column in the options train? Okay, sure. I mean, if you're using a platform that actually shows you accurate information. Now, I'm not sure Webull does. I'm not sure Robinhood does, because I know those companies lie to you, lie to their customers, okay? But if you could, Yahoo, just Google that, all right? Yahoo options chain for LC. You could see how many put contracts are open, how many calls. There are also services that tell you there are 300,000 contracts open, 73% of them are put contracts, 27% are calls. Okay, well, you know where the money is. They have public sites as well. You just have to Google that. But the point is, that could definitely tell you. When it gives you a ratio, like 8-2, like an 80% call ratio, yes, everybody's bullish, and they're generally bullish for a reason. The Nigerian brothers went on yesterday and talked about AMD and how they were buying call options. And again, it was like 99. It went to 104. I think it went all the way to 108 today, AMD, right? I got out. Man, I didn't think it was going that high. 104 would have been my trigger. I think it went to 108. So I gave my lifetimers props because I think they all held, and, good for them. But point is, there were tons of open contracts, tons of open interest. So, yes, no surprise, AMC went higher. Would it surprise me if it went higher tomorrow? No, I wouldn't. I mean, it could fall $5 either way. Whatever happens to AMD tomorrow, I bet it's going to be serious. So I would take that, like a straddle effect. In fact, that's what I might do with my plug position that expires in a week. Tomorrow, I might buy some puts. That way, if the market's pretty violent tomorrow and I'm down 50 or 60% in my initial position and I can make 60% on the other side, I would claim this 60. Then I would average down, and I would only be down like 27%. I'd wait for a spike, and I'd try and exit out maybe down 5 or up 5%. See, always have a strategy. If you didn't understand that, go back. I'm basically saying I'm taking both sides of the coin, okay? When they go up, one's going to go down like an elevator. When this one goes up to 60, I'm going to sell. When this one's up at 60, this dude will be down 70. When he's down 70, I will average down the right way. Boom, taking my average down to like 27%. Planning ahead. Now that my average is so significantly lower, I will take whatever my new average is. Let's say it's $1.06. My regular price original was like $2.80 or something, but now it's $1.06. Who cares what my original is? You care about your average, okay? So you take your average where it's at, and you're like, I'm in a fight. $1.18 is profit. $1.16 is break even. Let's go for $1.18. I'll make 2% on this trade. Boom, put it in. It spikes to $1.20. You're like, I'm out. It's probably going to go higher. You know what? It doesn't. It flickers around $1.20 and then goes down. But who the hell cares? Because you're out with profit. Dude on Tesla, right? I was talking about this example yesterday on YouTube. He crushed it, right? Took his profit. You saw what Tesla did today. 20 more points. He would have made an extra $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. But he was down 60%. My rules work. They get you out of trouble. Now, I can't tell you what Tesla's going to do. I couldn't tell you he was going to spike to 681. If he would, I would have told him, hold. Okay. Hi, family. Hey, what's up, Lloyd? All right. I am new to options trading. This week, I made my first 3 trades, and I'm up 98 bucks on 500. First trade, you lost $3 when you didn't follow the rules. Then you made 100 on that by following the rules. Okay, so that is awesome, Lloyd. Now, here's what the deal is. Dude, if you use any day trading, and this is for all the Lloyds out there and all the new platform members, and we are having a lot of people join, here's what we do. Be careful with your day trades. Don't have FOMO. Don't trace other people's trades. Don't watch the market all day and decide this is the best. I decided Netflix was great at 515 or 514 and changed, and then it dropped even more. So again, don't be too smart. That's breaking one of your rules. Being too smart for your own good. So yes, make 88 bucks, make 90 bucks, make 105 bucks. Do it 3 times a week. In a month, that'll be $1,200, okay? After 6 months, you'll have $8,000 in your account. Instead of making 100 a day, you can make 400 a day. Then for the remainder of the year, let me just compute it, 400 a day, 2,000, 26, 56,000. So that small account for 500, if you followed everything correctly and these numbers computed, like I'm compounding the numbers, that $500 account would be like 60 grand. 500 to like 7,000, that's 6 months. If you're still having the same rate of return from 7,000 to 60 would be 6 months, okay? My buddy David Bach, right? He's an author, best something finished rich, automatic millionaire, smart money, something like that, the automatic millionaire. He has something called the latte factor, which he says, If you go to Starbucks, instead of going to Starbucks, make your coffee at home. You're going to save that $7.75 every day for 20 days out of the month. It's $115 a month. You compound it. You earn an interest of 10%, let's say. By the time 20 years passes, he was on Oprah 8 times one year. All right. It was by the time 20 years passes, that money for your latte, that's why he calls it the latte factor, okay, is worth $750,000. By not drinking lattes or coffees in the morning at Starbucks. Sorry if Starbucks stock goes down tomorrow. It's called the Matt effect. Okay? You must like that, Carlos. All right, Matt, how can you enter a trade that's up pre-market without FOMOing? Most of these materials are okay, easy. I got the answer because I was thinking about that pre-market. That was the greatest thing. So I was doing my calculations pre-market. Some of these stocks were up 3%, 2%, 5%. Now, what do I tell you guys pre-market? Whatever it's up, you could cut it in half. Just slice it in half. So say you're looking at AA and it's up 4% pre-market. You say, okay, I'm going to plan that it's going to go slightly under 2%. So then you look at the stock, you're like, okay, it's $22. I'm going to add this for 2%. That's 40 cents. My option, instead of 50 cents, the lowest I'll be getting it is maybe like 60 cents. So yes, it's going to open at 90. Your bid is at 60. It closed at 50. Guess what happens? When it does like that, it's going to touch that if you figure out properly. So to answer your question and to simplify it, divide it in half. Whatever it's up pre-market or down pre-market, divide it in half. If something's off 8%, it's probably going to open up down 4%. Now the catch is it's probably going to go down 8% during the day. So pre-market's telling you that. Just like when it's telling you something's up 7% pre-market, you're like, oh, it's too rich for me. And then it opens up only at 3%. It's going back to 7. So if you jump in and plan ahead, and my guest tomorrow is like the best freaking planner. My guest tomorrow gets the best entries, and I am bewildered by it. I mean, you see this face. I'm like, how do you do this stuff? And I'm amazed because I try to place bids and steal this stuff. Steal it. And I can never do it. It never gets activated. And then this person shows me the return, and I'm like, how do you do this? Time and time. Okay, time and time again, man. See, nobody wants to overpay. Tilray, I was looking at that 2 days ago. Somebody did all these call sweeps 2 days ago. I mean, they swept the board right and left. And then I'm watching CNBC yesterday, and they're talking about Tilray at $16, up $3. And then after hours yesterday, it was at $17. Oh, my God. Oh, you've got puts. Holy shit, man. I am so sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, Tilray, supposedly they're making money. I already told you what I thought about pot stocks. It doesn't mean they're all losers. There are definitely some losers out there. There was definitely consolidation today. But keep in mind, 4-letter stocks had a tough day. This is off 3.5%. It should have been off more. It probably should have been off maybe 7%. I would be very cautious with this one. If the market blows up tomorrow, this will crash. This will go back to $12, and you're going to kill it. All right? So you're like, I hope the market explodes. So yes, there are different platform members and different people on YouTube and different people in society. Some hope the worst and hope the market just falls off a cliff because they're ready to buy certain shit when it hits the bottom, or they're going to bet on it going down, right? And some people want it just to go up. I'm generally bullish, but if I see something throwing up on itself, I will be on the correct side. So this one, yes, it's probably going to be violent either way. I don't think it's going to be violently up because I don't think the market is overly strong with 4-letter stocks. So yes, you could be in a good position. I would probably hold. And I never sell options before 10:30. I think I did a video on that. It might have been 38 or 37 where I talked about why we don't make any buys or sells before 10:30 unless we're getting max value, meaning unless someone's paying top dollar for our option. It's $1 option. They're going to give me $1.50. Sure, they can have it any time. They want to buy it at $9.30, $9.40, $9.50. As long as I'm making 50%, they can take that shit. I don't care. The point is, we're not buying because if we buy something that's $1.50 and we pay $1 and then we close our eyes and now it's 60 cents and we're like, shit, I paid $1, and then you average down to 60 cents and you close your eyes and now it's 20 cents and going to be worthless, and you're like, shit, Matt, what do? I broke the rules twice. I bought too soon. I averaged down too soon. Yes, 2 of the rules that you broke. Yeah, my rules work. They're there for a reason to stop you from blowing up your accounts. Let's get another question. You could be okay. You're hoping the market throws down itself. Everybody, my name has 2 T's. Can I at least say that? Or at least we'll just call me Matt, like doormat. I don't know. Yeah, 2 T's, Carlos. Hey, Matt, what are my expectations for Plug? Okay, so here's the thing. Plug, we have, 7 trading days. Let me look at it. Again, it was outflow. So I was really hoping Amazon was going to have good earnings and tech would be strong because as weak as tech is, because we know tech threw up on itself after hours, and I'll have to check it in a minute. I was expecting vice versa. I was expecting Amazon to crush earnings and tech to be super strong and everything just to explode tomorrow. And that was my kind of feeling. No, Plug's just consolidating. It was only off 63 cents. Do you guys not remember? Plug would have terrible days. It'd be off 9%. And you'd be like, why is Plug? It's $27.20. Senators, other people like that, good money is buying into Plug. Light volume. It's been rotating days. So if it doesn't come tomorrow, it's going to come. Yeah, look at this. Subscribe. You got to turn on notifications to find out when I talk, and subscribe and hit like. And for the 3 people, or even the 3 people and their brothers and sisters, which makes 7 people that give me thumbs up, I thank you, because I'm in a good mood now, and I'm always in a good mood. So thank you for disliking this video. You're the best. If you subscribe to my channel, you can dislike all my videos all the time. In fact, share it with your friends and ask them to hate my videos. All right, yeah, let's have that one. That's a good one. Let's get another question there, man. I'm driving Carlos mad. But I figured it out. You like it, you dislike it, we get analytics. I don't care. Share it. Post it everywhere. Look at this dude. He's crazy. He's got no hair. How ugly is this dude? Share this stuff. Hey, Matt, when you average down using different strikes and different, do you sell? No. You don't sell your initial position. Here's the example, and I will explain it. You're in XYZ position. You're down 40%. It expires August 20th. You still like your position. It was a $25 call. Now the stock's $22. You want to show support, and you think it'll flip around, but you don't want to buy the $25 calls. Why? Let's say it only rebounds to $25 by that date. You would be dead if you just averaged down with the $25. So you use double the amount of money. You're down 60%. Got $25 calls. You buy the $22 calls where the stock is now. All right, let's just say it's Planchair for a reason. You had 25, now you're at 22. Okay, use double the amount of money. $2,000 becomes $4,000. $1,000 becomes $2,000. $5 becomes $10. $500, $1,000. You get the point. Point is, so it's at 22. You're buying in $22 strike. The stock goes back to 25 by August, whatever. You're not killing it by no means. It's only 25, right? But the double amount of money is going to return 80%. So you're going to make 80% on the double amount of money. The single amount of money is going to be worthless because they're going to expire worthless. We hope they don't. That's why you're holding them, because we're hoping for a quick turn. But if they, worst case scenario, if they expire worthless, the point is you just made 80%, you lost 100, you had 2 times as much money. It's a profitable trade. Now, if it spikes harder like you think, then you're going to kill it double as much. So yes, my rules work. Thank you, Gustavo. Tavo, because we go way back. I call him Goose. All right. Hello, Tesla, 680, August 6th, puts. Do I think it'll work out? Wow. Tesla always works out on both sides. What you have to have for Tesla, James, is steel cojones, all right? Is that okay? That's not like cursing. Steel cojones, okay? If you have steel cojones, then you're good with Tesla. On the way down, I gave an example yesterday. Dude was in at like $23. He bought 3 more or 2 more contracts at like $5, under $5, 2 more. And then he got out and he made 10% profit. If he had held today, he would have made a lot more. Now, I'm assuming you bought the 680 puts when it was at 680. So, James, just like half the other members, you're in the ballpark that you hope the market throws up on itself tomorrow. You hope the market is the biggest piece of shit ever. So just like the people that want to give me thumbs down, you're hoping the market throws up on itself and capitulates, and you make a killing, and everybody else in puts hopes the same thing. Now, please share the video. Give me thumbs up. That's a good answer. All right, let's get another question up there, please. Matt, how do I see futures in after hours? Okay, I use my crystal ball. What do you use? No, I use Market Watch. Sometimes it's delayed. I don't really care. I don't count too much on futures. Okay, if you're watching now, here are some important times for futures. Futures will move between 9:30 and like 10:15 p.m. That is the first time futures will move. Then you get another major movement around 2:30 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's the next movement. Why? Okay, I'll explain it because nobody ever explains it to anybody. And if you've just heard this for the first time and it makes sense to you, like my video, share my video. That's what I ask. If I just made sense to you, and I'm about to, all right? So in China, we're 12 hours off, okay? So the Chinese day, it's 3 p.m. over there. It's 3 a.m. over here. Their market's closed or about to close. What are they doing? They're looking at the futures. They're saying our market throw up, their market's here. They want to bet. All the same people that are on Wall Street. You know how many Wall Street banks are in China, or in Japan, or in Tokyo? I mean, it's ridiculous. When I used to work for Wall Street, we had these 2 guys. Man, I wish I remembered their names. Oh, God. Benson and Jason, I think. They used to get in the office at 3 a.m. because their day started at 4 a.m. because that's when the trading started at 4. I mean, it was crazy. And I'd be like, I'd get at 9 a.m. They were half tired. They were on lunch. And I'm like, this is just crazy. So yes, you can use Market Watch. You can Google like Asian markets. You look at the Hang Seng. You look at the Nikkei, which is the Japanese market. You can look at the Indonesian markets. I don't look at the smaller countries. I look at the Hang Seng, the Nikkei. That gives me a little bit of Asia. Then I look at the CAC, which is France, the DAX, D-A-X, which is Germany, and then the London Exchange, the FTSE. I don't know why they call it FTSE. It's because those Londoners are crazy. Hey, Matt, what are my thoughts on Qualcomm? Oh, my God. Well, Qualcomm crushed earnings, right? I'm assuming that it probably went up 7.2% today. Let's see. Qualcomm. Yes, I wish I picked Qualcomm instead of Facebook. Oh, let's see if it went up. Oh, 6%. Okay. But it was as high as $1 more. So, I mean, that's not 7%. No, I was still off. I said 7.2%. It would have been 6.5%. So you always have to make guesses. I know because pre-market it was up about 3.5%. So I doubled that. So yeah, Qualcomm was up. So here's the thing. People are buying Qualcomm stock and they're pushing it to $151, okay? They're not buying it to sell it tomorrow. So that's the good thing. The people, the institutions buying the stock are holding it, and they're probably going to hold it to like 174. So yeah, there was what, 33, I mean, huge orders today. Yeah, I mean, Qualcomm should definitely be on my list. I wish I knew they had earnings yesterday. Qualcomm, yeah, I mean, I would have rather been in 2 Qualcomm options instead of Facebook options. I probably would have made 100%. Yeah, I like it. Qualcomm, I'd be in. I would definitely be in Qualcomm. Now, here's the question. If the market throws up tomorrow, we can get Qualcomm cheap. So if the market throws up tomorrow, my number one pick is going to be Qualcomm. How about that for everybody watching 51 or 52 minutes in? I'm not telling anybody about this. I'll retweet the replay. But here it is. Qualcomm, if the market takes a shit on itself and Qualcomm throws up 3%, 6%, 7%, whenever it looks the worst, I'm a buying and I'm a throwing in a lot of money. Okay, let's get another question. I always make Carlos laugh. He's going to miss me. Carlos is going away, and he's going to help out some people, and I can't say more than that, but he's going to miss me. Any thoughts on PFE? On FUF? I'm just having a field day today. This is the new me. I'm in a good mood every day. Jokester every day. Every day. Pfizer. Okay, consolidation. Today was a difficult day in the market. Tons of volume today and yesterday. Good chart, though. The 1-month chart is off the chain. Oh, shit. Oh. I mean, I'm looking at the 3-month chart, and it spiked pretty hard. I mean, it was, what, $39? It doesn't really move that much. So the problem with Pfizer is I know you're looking probably for like $47, and the only good news that Pfizer has, I think they just announced they're making like $3 billion on the COVID vaccines, right? What number did they say out there they're making on the – they said it this morning. I heard it, and I was like, are you kidding me? No, it might have been $30 billion. They're making a ridiculous amount of money, and I'm sure Moderna is, and I'm sure they're all. So, yeah, Pfizer's probably a hold technically, but you want to look at that information. And thank you for the gift. She sent me 2 little earrings, not earrings, pendants for my girls. The best thing in the world. Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate that. All right, next question. Gap up or down? I don't really know. I wish I knew more. I mean, today looks like you can be consolidating and that weak hands are selling. I mean, it's strong. 10 out of the last 12 days are inflow. So, yeah. All right, hit the like button. Like this. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you later. Carlos, bit of quitting time.